Hey, everybody, give me a second. Add link. Welcome to tonight's session of Let's Talk Autism. Linda is not with us this evening. She is celebrating her 25th anniversary. So I am opening up the door for those of you who want to join me on the live. It is open. I just put the link in the chat area. If you're very new, what we do every Sunday is have an open discussion about autism. So that's why we call it Let's Talk Autism. This is open discussion, anything autism goes. It's all about parents, helping parents. You see the question in the chat that you can help with. Please feel free to chime in. I'm a parent just like most of you guys. So it's all laid back, relax, grab you some snacks and a drink like me. I have my coffee and let's talk. Um, so for those of you who don't know me, I am Nita. I am one of the admins of this wonderful establishment. So let me see if I can do this here. Let's see. Give me 1 second while you guys come here. Hey, Megan, how are you? Hope everything is going okay. And please feel free to say hello, hi, I don't bite. And again, if you want to join me on screen, um, please use the link there. I'm getting ready to see. Okay, here we go. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. So what's going on this evening? I seen a post that I wanted to talk about. Let's see. That is not what I wanted. Why am I getting this? No, that's not what I wanted. So I seen a post that I did want to bring up and see if we can have it up for a discussion tonight. This Facebook. No, that's not what I want. That is not what I want at all. Okay. So let me see. Give me a second, you guys. I'm always the not so organized one. Why am I here? Okay, here we go. I think this is it. So anyway, I seen a post in the group this evening, and it kind of had me curious because I wanted everyone's thoughts about it. It has been brought up before, but what would be the reason you wouldn't share your child's diagnosis? Again, this was a post in the group. I'm not going to mention the parent's name. So, but parent was upset because she didn't feel that people should mention, I guess, that the child should mention the child has the diagnosis of autism. And I'm just curious as to why wouldn't you want to disclose that information? And it's just a label. That's all it is. So I am just curious. And maybe that would be something we could talk about. Is, hey, Michelle, is anyone freezing? 37 degrees. Yes, Michelle. I have my heat on. My heat is on this evening. Let me see if I can. I don't know why. I wanted to open the watch party in the group, but Facebook always seems to act up on me. And I just don't understand why. Yes, Michelle. I have my heat on. Yeah, I have my there it is. There we go. Okay, yeah, I have my heat on. It has been, well, yesterday, earlier it was okay, but yesterday the wind was blowing so much, it was so kind of cool. Winter is coming. Hey, Kenyana. Kenyana says her air conditioner. Really? What's the temperature there? Wow. Oh my goodness. My son turned on the air conditioner and I don't understand why. He had it on and I had to immediately turn it off. I was like, what is going on? Again, like it is how people think about mental illness labels. Yeah, that could be a possible reason, but I don't know. Reading the post, um, she's saying it sounds so degrading. Um, so I'm not sure. Are people? Is it that you are embarrassed by the term? I guess that's what I want to know. Is it an embarrassment to say? And I know you said the parents said it was degrading, but why so? Why so? I mean, it's just a label. I mean, you don't take, uh, like the quotes say, it doesn't determine who that person is. It's just a label, something to describe. I guess my thought would be something to describe maybe why your child is different from another child or why your child is thinking differently. So you say, well, my child has autism. Um, I don't know, but anyone else has thoughts on that? Snow tomorrow? Oh my God, I don't even want to see any snow. It's bad enough. I have to get the winter coats out. Well, I have them out and ready, but I do have my heavy jacket on. Do have my heavy jacket on. Let's see. Did I do something wrong? I think I did something wrong. Yeah, I think I did something wrong again. So yeah, I guess if you want to come on in and share your thoughts, there's Mr. Charles. How
Hi,
are you?
Anita. How
You
are
all
you
right?
doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, and hi, Michelle and Robin.
Hey, Robin. So,
I'm
Mr.
gonna have to
Charles,
duck
maybe,
out for just a minute. I'm gonna duck out
huh?
for just a minute, get some laundry. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Okay. So while he's doing that. So if anyone wants to come on and share their thoughts, let's talk about it tonight. Let's get some idea of what's going on with everybody. And I think I messed up again. Yeah, I did. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, here's what I wanted to do. All right, that's what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay, now I got it. So yeah, if you're just coming in, I just opened up a watch party. So for those of you who are new here, this is we do this every Sunday. Let's talk autism. It's open discussion. Anything autism goes. I'm a parent just like most of you guys. So the discussion is open. You can ask questions. Mr. Charles here, he's on the spectrum himself. So we can get a perspective from someone who is actually on the spectrum. And you are also welcome to join me on the live this evening. Linda is not with me. She usually hosts with me, but tonight, this evening, she is celebrating her 25th wedding anniversary. So they are not in town. Um, so happy anniversary, guys. Um, but the question I had, and while we were waiting for a few people to come in, was there was a post in a group where the parent had put out sort of a rant because of the use of the word autistic. She doesn't like um, um, to tell people or people to ask if her child is autistic. And I just kind of I guess I want to know what would be the reason for others to feel that way. Is it because of the autism? Is it an embarrassment? Or like Michelle says, because uh, they're putting a mental label on. And excuse me, guys, my kids are coming in the door. 1 second. I have to mute myself. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Had to unmute my mic here. Kenyana says, I tell everyone who is involved with Daniel that he has autism and ADHD. Wait. Okay. And so do I. I do that with DeAndre also. I always tell them before they agree to watch him, even Sunday school. And so then that helps for others to know if they are acting differently from the other children. So I guess that would be your reason behind it. If he's acting differently from other children and they want to know, well, why is this child acting? Michelle says that is honestly a personal issue with the parent to think that is degrading. Yes, I think so too. I find it is more of an explanation and not an excuse. You're right. That's the way I'm saying it because um, a lot of people don't understand and they won't understand if your child acts a certain way and it's out of the norm. So you have to educate. Um, Education is key when it comes to autism, and you have to educate. What are your thoughts on this, Mr. Charles?
Well, again, a lot depends on the situation. It depends on the
Uh-oh.
people you're dealing with. Something I've said that you can't make anyone understand something they don't want to understand. And if
Right,
you're dealing with some relative that doesn't want to understand autism, no matter what you try to explain to them,
mm,
there's no point in arguing about it when you're not
right,
going
right.
to get anywhere. Uh,
Yeah,
no good comes out of it. So that's my thought. But whether to tell people in general may partly depend on how much you need to explain about the child. If people see a lot of odd things, or even see that perhaps you have to keep a child in a tether because the child is inclined to run,
hmm,
um, well, why are you keeping the child, in this tether? They're, people even viewing that as child abuse. But you got a
Mhm.
child, if you don't do that, child's going to run off in
Right.
the parking lot, get run over by a car. So
Mhm.
you got to explain to people why you have to do that. So a lot of circumstances, I think, figure into whether you just freely tell people about a child being autistic, or you tell them discreetly, or you don't tell them unless they ask.
Mhm. Yeah, you brought that up about the tether when they run away. Now, I was a while ago, and I think I shared this story before, but I was following, I guess what they call an Instagram influencer, and she was so disgusted when she seen a mother. They were at an amusement park, and the mother had, thing around her wrist and the child's wrist because her child runs. And she just kept going on and on about the bad parenting, and people were trying to explain to her that autism, you have wanderers, you have runners, and this was a way for that parent to go to the amusement park and make sure her child was safe, keeping that child close. And she did not want to hear it. Needless to say, I unfollowed this person. And I was just surprised how some people just don't want to hear it. Oh, your child doesn't have nothing wrong with your child. You just don't know how to control your child. It just, and it still amazes me to this day how a lot of people, some people just don't want to understand, like you said, and it's no sense in arguing with them. They don't want to hear.
The one that blows my mind is he doesn't look autistic.
Right.
Do
What
they think
does
we all?
autism look like?
I think
Yeah.
we all look like Dustin Hoffman.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see who's here. Uh, oh, wait a minute. Oh, Michelle says, hey there. Um,
And Michelle,
okay. Hey, Robin. Robin says, anyone from Saskatchewan? Did I say that right? Canada. I have a great grandnephew who is going to be 9 on Halloween. His mom is having problems with the school he is going to. He has not been going to a full day since the school started back here. And that's not due to the COVID. She's just having issues. Anyone familiar with the school system in Canada? Is there anyone here from Canada? Uh, Sorry, that's
the
my
one
daughter.
part of Canada I've never been to, or one of the parts I've never been to, is Western Canada. So
Okay. Um, Kenyana says Daniel was supposed to go on a camping trip this weekend with the Cub Scouts, but I couldn't allow him to go because he becomes aggressive sometimes with his meltdowns. Is there any type of therapy for this? Uh, Um, well, the behavioral therapy, any type of behavioral therapy, at the ABA. Have you checked with his social worker at school to see um, the programs that are available to him? And that can definitely help. Hey, Dannon. So, guys, we are going to be working with Dannon to get the Autism and Us shirts. We have to have a board meeting first on it, but Dannon is going to show us what he can do. So I just wanted to put that out there. So when we get our first set of shirts, we'll put it out there for you guys to see. And I am very, very excited.
yeah, that's great.
Let me put it in here again. I'll put it in again. I put it in there already, Kate, but I will surely put it there now. Let's see. I have to go here And uh-oh, I'm going to reply to Kate. And there we go. So, okay, I just put it back in there. So, anyone who wants to join us, you are welcome to join us on the live. Just click on that link. Okay. And Dana says, I happily and without hesitation used a backpack harness and tether for my daughter. My daughter rather loved her harness into all grade. She picked it out herself. It was cute. A cute little bear. Awesome. Awesome.
Hello.
I have seen parents use them at busy places just to make sure their child does not get kidnapped. Yeah. And that would be another reason. Another we have the monkey, he still plays with it now. That
I
that is not needed. Okay. Okay. I don't see it. Uh, my daughter did too. She put it on her doll, stuffed animals. The one time I even heard her explaining to her stuffed bear how he needed one to stay safe. I just like I would explain to her when she needed. Oh, yeah. So for those of you who are just joining again, I was asking the question, why would a parent be upset about using the term autism or their child being autistic? So if anyone wants to chime in, feel free. I see a few people in the watch party. Hello. If you are watching this from the watch party, you are welcome to ask any questions. If you are new to our open discussion, this is what it's all about. Ask questions and give answers. So, how's it going, Kate?
It's going. We're in the car and I have baby sound asleep in my arms.
Oh,
Yeah. She's like 11, 10 to 11 weeks old now and she's thriving.
oh,
okay.
thank you, Dan.
I'm starting up a storm on mommy and it smells.
Huh?
She's
You said,
stinking up a storm right now.
oh. Yes, I'm gonna try to because you guys know the last time we had the shirts we could only do it on the white background with our logo, but we're gonna try to get different colors and I'm gonna try to get another um design
So, do we have a price
design.
amount how much the shirts are going to cost or no?
Not yet, not yet. We're just still trying to work out the thing between, then once we do that, once we get the shirts and everything going, then it will be out there. I
Awesome.
will definitely put that out there. Daniel School is trying to work on his aggressive episodes, but it's getting worse. He even growled at the principal. Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yo, I'm trying to get him on Medicaid. His evaluation is next Monday, so I can get him more help. Yes, definitely. Do you have any advice for him, Kate?
Growling, I could definitely say is usually a sign of kind of, showing his emotion. It may not always be an aggressive tendency. It could be also an emotional tendency where the child is actually trying to show their emotions and their frustration. So don't always take growling as an aggressive tendency right away. Kind of give it time. If he continues to do it, then I would definitely try to use that positive reinforcement, offer him something else, and if he doesn't, stop doing it, then I would start, seeking other help, other treatment. But for right now, just take it as he's frustrated. He's trying to show you what he's feeling, and it's not always aggressive. His school just may not understand that, and that's on them. So they need to understand that he's different, and maybe they need to find a different para to work with him or somebody that understands him better. Because, like I said, It's not always an aggressive tendency.
Okay. Yes, we're all praying for good results. And Dan, I think she was talking about price for the group, not for the board, the team.
Dannon, I never heard back from you about my shirts either, Mr. Slacker.
We had to do mass. It's aggression. Yes, I did too, Michelle. Well, not for aggression, but for just the hyperness. He was gonna hurt himself.
I've never had issues with aggression with my autism. I'm more like the anxiety, kind of overwhelmed emotional type, so it's kind of different for me.
Okay.
I think with me, my aggression was driven by my frustration over not being able to fit in with other kids, and also my jealousy of my sister because she had so many friends.
Oh wow.
The only time I tend to have some aggression tendencies is when I have my menstrual or my red friend cycle during the month. But that's about it. Babe, slow down. Holy crap, we got really close to that car.
Are you talking to me or Kate?
What?
Dan.
For what? No, I haven't heard back from you, Dan, and I checked my emails. I have nothing. Nothing. Oh, come here, girlfriend. Hold on. Got you. Mommy's got you.
Okay. So, Mr. Charles, I couldn't imagine you being aggressive. What were your tendencies? What would you do? Just
Well, I mean, I would bully my sister around, and I was 3 years older than she was, and I would try to
gonna
break
mute
up
you
with
for a minute, Kate.
get-togethers with their friends.
You say that one more time.
I would try to break up my sister's, disrupt her social get-togethers with their friends, and
Mr. Charles.
well, you're looking at me now, and that was me 60 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. Dana says, I used to do the growling when I was a kid. I would do it to be silly. Okay. Okay, are you ready, Kate? I had to mute you for a minute.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Rob's having a little bit of road rage.
Okay. And Kenyana says, I've been trying my hardest to avoid meds, but if his psychiatrist says he needs them on next Monday, then I'll probably reconsider it because he was off the chain at school on Friday. Yeah, and it's something to consider. And if it's to help the child, then I would definitely consider it. And there's no way am I promoting the use of drugs, but it can make things a lot better for the environment around the child and the child himself. Nikia, hello. Do you have dogs or someone he's close to? My daughter used to hiss because we have a cat. Who is this for, Nikia? For Kenyana? Kate? Kate? Kate?
Hey, wait, I'm here. Yep, I'm here. It keeps cutting in and out. Sorry.
Dannon is speaking to you.
Hold on. I can't see. Thank you, Kate. I apologize for Mr. Reply I may have gotten in sending it. I've been thinking I was. Oh, you're welcome, Janet. Not a problem. Thank you. Sorry, where we are,
Michelle?
we have like. It keeps cutting the signal in and out where we are.
Oh, okay. Michelle says my son will throw chairs, hit, and the like, plus self-injurious behaviors. Okay.
I mean, I didn't go to the point of the destructiveness I read about some kids doing, destroying electronic devices, TV sets, etc., I had enough sense not to destroy something that was valuable. But, you know,
And Kenyana says, I got rid of all my animals because my chihuahuas kept him, or my chihuahuas kept him or bit him, or what are you trying to say? Chihuahuas are so cute.
This little thing likes to nip too, but it's only because she's still a baby. But
What
definitely,
what type of dog is that, Kate?
she's an Aussie Saint Bernard mix.
Okay. So it's gonna be pretty big dog, huh?
She'll get really huge. Yeah, she's almost 11 weeks now, and she's huge.
Okay, kept biting. Okay.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Oh. So besides that, anyone else want to chime in about a reason why you wouldn't share your child's diagnosis of autism? Is it is it does it really bother you? Is it what's going on? What's your thoughts behind it? And Dannon says big
With
dogs
me,
are
when I have
wonderful.
diagnosed,
Go ahead,
sorry,
Kate.
keeps cutting in now. When I have diagnosed, I wouldn't share with the world because I got bullied a lot. A lot of people in high school, a lot of my so-called friends bullied me. So I kept it kind of quiet. When I first,
Okay.
knew about it, Rob had just come into my life, and the only two people that really knew was my mom and him. And still to this day, that's the way that it is. That my mom and Rob are the only two that know that I have, like, my diagnosis papers. They may
Right.
know that I have autism, but they don't know to which extent and what my triggers are. So I kind of just keep it to the people who really love me and support me, because I found out the more that we shared it, the more I got bullied. So I tried not to share it too often.
Yeah, now I can understand that.
Yep.
I can understand that, especially if if you're an adult too, and I mean, there's no need to. But in a matter of a child, if you have a child, maybe nonverbal, maybe as I said before, not acting. Why wouldn't a parent want to use it to say, "Hey, my child has autism. That's why they are acting that way." That type of stuff. But yeah, I definitely can understand what you're saying, Kate. All I Michelle says all I can say is do research and talk with your doctor. Yeah, it may
Exactly.
just need a different type. Oh, that's for a Kenyana, a different type of therapy. Okay.
There's a really good group called Fathering Autism on Facebook. If you look them up, they have a daughter named Abby, and she's
Yeah.
severely autistic, nonverbal. I don't know if you've heard of them before, but
No
she gives really great
promoting.
advice.
Promoting.
What do you say?
No promoting.
I'm not promoting them. I'm just letting you know that they give really good advice for people that are going through things like that. So that may
Yeah.
be a good link to share or help.
Yeah, we've had a lot of posts with fathering autism.
Yep.
For me, unless they're close friends or directly involved in their lives, it's just none of their business. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can understand that. I guess maybe because I'm looking at it from my sons. Yes, none of their business, but I guess I don't know. And then I'm always, I always want to share about autism. Yeah, my son, and I actually smile when I talk about it. My son has autism. I don't know. And it's the reason for me to talk about it when he's acting differently when we're out. Um, and I don't know. But to say how did she say it? She wanted to rant and it was degrading. I guess that's what got me for a parent to say it was degrading. Like the word is such a bad word.
yeah.
And I just want to, and it's not a bad word. So I guess that's what I'm getting at. See, why would it be so degrading to
It
Yana
begs the
says,
question about
oh,
degrading to whom? To the child or to the parent?
right, right, right. Yana says, I feel horrible if I sent him somewhere and he had a meltdown and the people watching him didn't get the heads up. Sometimes his meltdowns come from nowhere and they need to de escalate before it gets worse to where he starts throwing things.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Wow. Yeah, I definitely think he definitely needs behavioral therapy. He would
I I agree
it,
on that method.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I would talk to the school, I would talk to a social worker, and hopefully if you get the Medicaid, because I have to say Medicaid is wonderful.
Yeah.
And you do with a lot of services open up. I know for us, when DeAndre got on Medicaid, a lot more services opened up for him. So I hope that works out for him.
Yeah. Best
And
of
I
luck,
hope,
Kiana. Let us know.
uh,
I said best of luck, Kiana. Let us know how it goes.
oh yeah, but you do not hide autism because you thought, right, right, Michelle. Degrading is like degrading, really?
It
Wow.
is.
Juliet, hi, Juliet.
Hey,
Juliet
Juliet.
says behavior therapy will help autism at school and home, but it was COVID-19 situation problem. It was not easy for autism. Right.
So with me,
Oh
the
yeah.
only time that I
Makes
really melt down is if we go to like restaurants that are crowded, or places that have too many people, or even like new environments. If I'm going to a new doctor's office, a new dental office, like that's the only time that I'll melt down. But Rob has it down pat to where now he knows we have to have a weighted blanket, we have to have a a stuffed animal, a doll, something that has the comfort level for me. So he's usually good at understanding. Okay, I'm too overstimulated. Let's not go somewhere, or let's not do something. So I've never got to the throwing point, but I do get the emotional where I'm like, I'm done. I'm gonna melt down, like let's leave status. So then he usually knows like we need to get out of the situation quickly.
Yeah, and I think about, with me one time, um, and this was shortly after we were married. My late second wife, Heloise, and I were at a graduation party, college graduation party for her niece, and the music was at a fairly high level, but it's still I could tolerate it. But then the music started getting turned louder and louder and louder. Finally, I always could see how I was reacting to it, and she said, "We need to get out of here," and we did. Later on, we found out the story was that somebody else had complained to the band the music was too loud, asked them to turn down the volume, and they took that as an insult, and so they turned it up louder. And somebody else asked them to turn the music down, they took that as an insult, kept turning it up every time they were asked to turn it down, and that was why the music kept going, kept volume kept getting
So
turned up.
that's totally unprofessional of them. That was stupid of them.
Yeah. But in any case, I mean, of course, we weren't the ones that hired the band, and
Yeah.
we were just guests.
yeah.
For me, I'm like subway trains, loud music, airplanes, like certain loud noises like that. Yeah, those are definitely triggers for me. Even if the TV gets too loud at home, like he likes to blast his TV, I get really mad at him and I'm like, I can't tolerate it. Shut it off or turn it down. So it's definitely a trigger for me.
But yet you're saying those noises irritate you.
But that's different from the New York City subway. They don't come soaring in like the New York City subway does.
Oh yeah, they do.
No, they
Okay,
don't.
so Dana
I've been on.
says, oh yeah, that makes sense. The degrading part sounds like it be connected to the societal stigma against being in counseling or whatnot. Yes.
Only goes through the channel.
Autism needs calm and anxiety medication. It will help autism Ask for autism primary doctor immediately. Well, that's a matter of choice, Juliet, and also it depends. It just depends.
What
Sometimes you
may
can
work
work
for
around.
your child may not work for others, and that's what Nita
Yeah,
says.
sometimes there's a workaround using medication, and if you just have to, yeah. I always take Daniel's noise reduction headphones, especially when he goes to public restrooms. Yeah. Mm. For the sensory issues and everything. And I keep saying every time I need to get DeAndre some more. He had a couple of that headphones. But when we go out, he seems to cling to me. So he wants to bury his ears, in my arms and everything. Let me
Here we
click.
go. Hi, baby. You awake? I know you're turning up. I'm sorry. We're almost home. Almost home. You're doing
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot. Of course, the other thing I have to say about this whole thing is that sometimes you have to be careful whom you tell what to. And that goes for any piece of information, whether it be your child's autism or any other piece of information about anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to be careful whom you tell what, because
Yeah.
people can turn around and
Use it against you, especially when
you
you're
know
older. Oh, excuse me. Jaden likes to run away from his triggers. When you say run away from his triggers, does he literally, if there's an issue going on, does he literally just start running away or hiding?
Or is it an escape behavior technique where he's trying to escape not getting used to a trigger? What is it? Okay, you're okay. Chill, girl. Girl, chill out. We're almost home.
Respectfully, I disagree. Not with all. Some perhaps, or as an option. Sure, but
Dana, no butts allowed.
yeah, I wish I could get more people to chime in on your thoughts. See a few people in the watch party. What do you guys think um, over here? Do you hide your child's diagnosis? Does anyone here in the chat and on the main chat, do you hide your child's diagnosis? We've heard from Michelle, Mr. Charles, Dannon, and Kate. Anyone else? Bolts. He literally, oh wow, he literally run.
Wow.
Okay. Dannon says, but
But that's great.
so I want everyone because, like I said, I see a few people in the watch party also, and feel you in the chat. I want you to feel comfortable. Feel free to chime in if you like to say anything. Feel free. Hey, Rachel.
Hi,
Uh,
Rachel.
I do not hide. Michelle, Juliet. Oh yeah, Juliet chime in. Parents keep eye of autism to keep locked front door and bedroom for surveillance camera safety. Okay. Yeah, some of I believe what she's saying is just to watch over your young ones, especially the ones that run. Yeah, you have to put all the safety measures in place, Juliet. You're running late. That is all right. Well, the topic of discussion right now, Rachel, is hiding the diagnosis. A parent in our group, she made a post that um, she didn't like. Um, it was degrading. She felt that people were using autism or the child being autistic to describe the child, and we were well. I was just wondering, what are your thoughts? What is everybody's thoughts? Do you hide the autism, or do you share um, that type of? Kenyana said, no, I couldn't hide his diagnosis even if I tried. I'm the same way, Kenyana. I used to hide mine, not anymore. I wear it with pride. All right.
Turn left on Goodwin Lane.
Hey, Rachel. Oh, Rachel saying hey again. Add me. Come on in. Let me put the link in again. We have about 15 more minutes. So anyone who wants to join in, feel free. Um, feel free to come on in on the live.
Turn left on it.
Let's see. Nakia says the way I was thinking when you diagnose a kid, it's a label, yes, that will follow them the rest of his life. Yeah. I feel like everyone will not treat him as full potential, but like he's on the spectrum. But I'm starting to realize it is up to us. Is it up to us? I have to speak on behalf of my son and be very involved. I'm starting to let everyone know, right? And again, my thought with this is, um, and I can see what everybody's saying. My thought is like, if someone's around and my child is acting the way my child does, and it's kind of away from the norm, and people want to know, they're not really understanding, well, why is this child going haywire? Then I usually say, well, he has autism. And behind that, you usually have to explain a little bit what it's all about, what's going on. But education is key. So, yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. It's up to the parent. Go ahead,
I think if
Mr.
my
Charles.
parents, I think if my parents had had a diagnosis, I think they would have, told people freely, and I would have, it would have been fine with me. I think, and of course it would have helped me to know, but they did, they did the absolute best they could without a diagnosis. Back then, medical science knew very little about autism, and most of what it thought it knew was wrong, like the cold mother theory from Bruno
Right,
Bettelheim. Bruno Bettelheim, of course, it was based on a study he didn't even do. Okay, the whole thing was fraudulent. Um, and it was simply, playing into the fact that the psychiatric branch of the medical profession then idolized Sigmund Freud. And his philosophy, he was a notorious sexist. His philosophy was, when in doubt, blame the mother. And that went right along with his philosophy.
mhm. Dana says that's why. Rachel, you're on here again. Let's see.
Into thinking a label
Move that. Okay.
oranges.
A label's not a limitation. Ignorance is the yes, you are
Yes,
Hey
right.
guys, my
yes.
phone is acting crazy.
Turn Wolf Creek.
Whoops, she got kicked off.
Uh-oh. Are you there, Rachel?
Hold on,
It's
she's
not
there. She
there
is.
she is. It's not like we have billboard over right, but you have to tell some people. Right, right, right. I mean, if it's necessary and it's right there in their face, yeah. I say bye. I have to go. My nonverbal, severe autistic 20-year-old son to bedtime about reading. Hold on, you guys.
Are you okay? Why'd you shake it like that for? Or? Hey, Rach, how are ya?
All right, can you hear me now?
Yep, now I can hear you. Hello.
Okay. But anyways, so I was saying last night that the second day that he was in school, they already start partying training him.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes, yes it is. They have, but these guys just have some little issue to do the number two. He
Ah,
haven't learned that yet. So
Yeah.
when we ask him, you got to go potty, and he runs in there, pour what he's got to do, and when he flushes the toilet, he waves bye bye to the water. Like
oh,
bye, see you later, Gator.
well, that's making progress, so that's good.
Yes, yes, there's a lot. Um, well, so I don't send pull-ups no more to school with him no more. I send two pair of underwears and I change their clothes, change an outfit in
Yep,
case he does making a mess. But
exactly.
his classroom, they have a washing machine dryer there,
Well,
so
that's
they
cool.
can, yeah, and so they can wash and dry there. So that's a good thing on that part there.
Well, that's good news.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he's not saying nothing. You know when them tablets, it's a tablet that one's got like whatever you want to eat, you hit it and everything,
Yep,
and it tell you what he wants to eat.
yep.
How can I go about get one of them?
The tablets with the vocalizing words, you would have to ask the social worker at the school,
Mm-hmm.
or one of the specialists that work with him. That has to be ordered through the AB, like the social worker, or the ABA therapist, or something like
Mm-hmm.
that, who does his evaluation. So
Right.
have to do that first, and then once they approve him for the device, then I think they run it through insurance, and then
Mm-hmm.
whatever they don't cover, then it would be like an out of cost pocket fee. So it depends on the center, but with my center, we go through the BCBA. So it really
Mm-hmm.
depends.
And see, that same thing with him. He start lying saying, "Eat, eat,"
Yep.
and whenever you don't pay no him no mind if you did, if you didn't, he would go in the refrigerator and he go grab that pack of bologna out and he bring it to you.
Oh
And
wow.
if yeah, yeah. I mean, he can say that he can eat a whole pack of bologna, and he loves fried hot dogs. So yesterday morning, not yesterday, the day before, the
Yep.
mom cooked some breakfast, some eggs, some grapes, and some eggs, and then some hot dog.
That's
Well,
awesome.
okay. Well, we gave him two scoops of hot dog. He already ate his. Well, guess what he did? He went over on the counter, got mine, and took mine, and put it in his plate, and started eating.
That's
Hmm.
that's great.
Yeah, some. I said, okay, all righty. I said, I cooked some more. So I cooked four more, and he had all four of them.
That's freaking
Wow.
awesome.
That boy is a messing it in they have. Oh lordy. And, and now he's learning the middle finger. I don't know where he's getting it from. He's learning from somebody.
Mhm.
Yes. So today they was out doing a little trick or trunk and everything with the kids, and
Oh,
all
there.
of all of suddenly out the blue, he just want to do this.
Oh my
I
god.
don't, where are you getting it from? My mom said he'd been watching YouTube.
Oh
That's
my.
where he's getting it from. I said, oh Jesus, oh Lord.
At
You
least
boy, I
he's
said you can't watch no more YouTube. That's it. You done.
at least he's smart though, and he knows what he can learn, and he can show it back to you.
Oh girl, he got this crying baby thing he watched on YouTube.
Yep.
Forward, backward, forward and backward. Everything forward and backwards.
Yes. I'm the same. My new thing lately has been trains. I'm like fascinated with trains all the time with my autism. So I've been
Mhm.
watching videos of like the London, they call it the tube train and the underground. Um,
Mhm.
very cool and very different. So for me, it's been a new fascination. I'm from New York originally, so I used to ride the subway all the time, but the tube is different. So I've been
Taking
watching.
the to here to go to P music and art at school. Well, with Damien, they started doing sign language with him,
Right.
but we trying to do it here, but he don't work here at this house.
So
Mm-mm.
I go to school, and one of the first courses I took was actually ASL. I learned
Mhm.
American Sign Language, and I know a lot of it, but it's still complicated. So I keep taking courses. You may be able to find it through the Red Cross or one of those centers, but there is a lot of places that offers ASL.
How you doing, Mr. Charles?
Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you,
Hi,
Michelle?
Charles. Sorry to ignore you.
I
Or
know
how
he
about
was
you?
over there
I'm sorry.
pineappling. I see him catnapping over there.
I'm sorry. You
Uh,
are. I'm sorry.
were you over there catnapping in that chair?
Oh no,
Oh,
I was just letting you girls talk.
Yeah, I see you over there falling asleep in that chair.
Ooh, you got told, Michelle.
yeah, I'm here in the background. I'm feeding my face, so.
Hi,
But Michelle said if it's an app, if you already have the tablet, I can figure out which one it is.
It's something that I see on Facebook and on TikTok. And I like it. It's pretty cool. I was like, and I told Mama, I said that would be good for Damien, because whatever he wants, he can pick and then tell us like banana. And if he hit banana, it would tell you he want banana.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That guy, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. There are apps. There are plenty of apps, and you may can find some freebies on if you go to your Play Store for the apps for pets
Right.
Hmm.
or yeah
Sure, I
for his
must got
tablet.
near my phone because he constantly stay with it when I pick him up. Telephone time. I don't get it till he goes to bed. He did go to bed to 3:10 this morning.
What? That's
Wow.
crazy.
He no, I
Rachel, do you have the tablet? Michelle wants to know.
no. Well, he has a tablet, but he has the angry issue, and he's like to throwing it and breaking in it till the whole
Oh
screen
wow.
busted. And I just spent $100 on it, and so he ain't gonna get another one. My phone's already busted from him already.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yes,
Oh wow.
yes. That's how much angry. Tomorrow we have an appointment with the behavior doctor at 3 o'clock.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
Yes, yes. So I had to turn the paper into the school to his teacher. Well, I hope and praying that I get it back tomorrow. Cause that lady's so slow to get anything done.
Right.
She is, and I mean, whenever we go pick the baby up, she don't want to say nothing.
What?
Yeah. And and I called her and told her, I said, you got anything to say, just write it on a piece of paper and put it in his book bag. And I check it when I get home.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Okay, everybody. We have about a couple more minutes. Any final thoughts from everybody, Mr. Charles?
Yeah, Mr.
Any
Charles was
final
over there
thoughts?
power napping.
Yeah, he was catnapped.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
No, everybody saw my story about my daughter and knock knock jokes.
Oh yeah, I seen that post. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, you got to send me a friend request.
Send me
You
one.
too, Charles.
Book is private, so it may not come through, but I'll try again.
Yeah, my private because I have people like snooping up on my page.
Okay, so I'll
okay.
request. I'll add you.
Yeah, you too, Mr. Charles. You can add me too.
Yeah,
Is
Mr.
it okay for the boss
Okay. So
lady?
Rachel,
Yes, sir.
okay, and Kate.
Yep. Hi.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Well, absolutely fine to make connections. That's what it's all about. Make connections.
That's right.
Exactly.
Rachel and Kate. I'm Charles
Yeah.
Geese.
I
If
know who
you
you
want to
are.
add me, you can add me too.
I'll
You
add
send me
you.
a friend
Okay.
request, and
Computer and
I'll go
all.
ahead.
Yes.
Rachel, Michelle says Tippy Talk is a good app. Talk with your doctor about getting him a communication device, and you can get apps for that. Yeah, since you're going to the behavior doctor, that's perfect. See
Yep,
if you can
that is
see
perfect.
if you
Well,
can
well, he got hold of Mama's phone and he silently want to download that talking cat thing.
Yep.
The kitty cat, oh, my lord. That thing about draw me up the wall. Every time you say something, that cat says something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, my lord, boy. So you can't say nothing. You had to be really quiet.
Yeah, Dannon.
I know it's getting annoying. Well, he's asleep right now. He went to sleep. He's been fighting his nap all day.
It's crazy.
Okay.
I
Hmm.
remember we had a cat when my daughter was growing up. I would be petting that cat and telling her what a delicious meal she would make for some hungry dog. And she was purring contentedly. She was loving it. And then Dorothy would come along, give me a cat. She would grab the cat away from me.
Well, with Damien, he loves animals, and got his little tricycle, the little bitty one, and he rides it, and he chases the dogs all around in the yard, and go down the stairs in the backyard and fence to chase the dogs in the yard too.
God, that's crazy.
Oh my God, yeah, so he's something else. And he's got this one little puppy, and he's not an actual puppy, it's a chihuahua. He picks it up all the time and tote it around in the house. And
Yeah.
he go open the cage up and he put it in the cage.
Oh wow.
Hmm. Hmm. And that one right there, you see that one right there at the window?
Yep.
He
Uh-huh.
sits he sits on her.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Sit on her, pull her hair and everything. She won't do nothing.
God, the
Just
poor
laid right there.
thing.
Oh.
Yeah, because she was brought up with a baby, you know what I'm saying? So she know everything.
Yep. Gotcha.
But tomorrow he's got red hair, red shirt, pants. I mean t-shirt, pants, socks, and shoes. Tomorrow is all red day,
Nice.
and he don't like nothing in his hair.
Hmm. You don't have to do his hair specifically. It's just Spirit Week. They're just asking you if you have one thing, a shirt, a pair of pants, shoes, anything red, just to send in one thing of red.
Well, we want his class to win,
Right.
so that's how I do it. I get him in the car seat. He's buckled down. He can't run, so I'm gonna spray his hair. That's how I do him. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had Pink Day Friday here.
Right.
So I did some hair little thing. No, that didn't happen. It didn't work. All right, I got you. I got him in the car seat, buckled down. I got to the school right then to the line. I pulled side the road. I spray his hair, rolled the window down first, and I spray his hair. And I let it go. We went to the class.
Right.
Showed him.
Right.
So yes, we already been on here a minute and 3 seconds.
So
I come in
everybody, I
late.
want to thank everybody for tonight. So what we have coming up on November 4th, we have parenting strategies. So this will be a focus live, and the host will be Camille Silva. She is a BCBA.
Awesome.
So she's also offering a free parenting strategy kit, autism parenting strategy kit. You can get that free if you go under the announcement section in our parent support group. It should be the second post. Second post there. Get the strategy kit and make sure you're here November 4th to ask your questions, take notes, um, or just tune in. So that'll be Wednesday, November 4th, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Next Sunday, we'll be here once again to do it all over for our,
Don't be late like me.
yeah, right. Let's talk autism session, book club to be announced. Linda should be back. As soon as Linda gets back, we'll have the date on that. And we also want to see if we can get a backup person for the book club for those just in case moments. But we'll talk about that later. So stay tuned for the announcements. I appreciate you all. And I will see you guys later. And Danny says, better late than
Better than not at all. All right.
Guys.
all
Yes.
right. See you
Good
guys
Night
night,
later.
night.
everyone.
I
I
appreciate you all.
send y'all
Thank
some member
you.
friend requests.
All right.
See y'all later.
Mm.